We traditionally view sports as a refuge, a way to turn off our brains and focus on a game with simple rules and clear outcomes. It is a predictable distraction from the heavy, complex problems of the real world. However, the most enduring moments in athletic history represent direct, unavoidable confrontations with reality. Oppressive societies build power on subjective myths. They rely on stories of who is superior and who is lesser. But sports rely on math. The objective metrics of the stopwatch and the scoreboard are indifferent to propaganda. They provide a physical reality that can dismantle a state's narrative in seconds. When a society builds walls of division, the stadium occasionally becomes the one place where those barriers are dismantled through visible public performance. The 1936 Berlin Olympics were designed as a massive propaganda tool. The German government spent years preparing the city to host a global audience. The intended purpose of the Games was to validate a manufactured myth, the inherent racial superiority of the host nation. Jesse Owens, a Black American track star, walked into an arena built to celebrate his exclusion. His participation placed him at the center of an ideological battle extending far beyond the track. Owens used the pure reality of athletic timing to challenge the regime's narrative. As he undercut the expected speed of his competitors, he provided a data point their ideology couldn't account for. Dominating 4 separate events provided a public refutation of biological supremacy. He turned a platform designed to broadcast prejudice into a global demonstration of athletic excellence that the regime could not ignore. In post-war America, baseball, the national pastime, was strictly divided. The color barrier enforced a separation that suggested Black players lacked the ability to compete at the highest level of the game. Dodgers executive Branch Rickey targeted this divide by selecting Jackie Robinson. Rickey looked for more than just speed. He needed a player with the discipline to endure targeted abuse without breaking his focus on the game. Upon entering the league in 1947, Robinson faced a relentless wave of hostility. He was threatened by fans, targeted by opposing pitchers, and isolated in his own dugout. Robinson responded with high-level production, winning Rookie of the Year and the MVP award. His statistical dominance made the logic of segregation increasingly difficult to defend in a sport obsessed with merit and numbers. By proving his belonging through performance, Robinson challenged the application of segregation on a national stage years before the legislative battles of the 1960s began. By 1995, South Africa was a nation attempting to rebuild just years after the end of apartheid. But the country remained deeply fractured, particularly in sports. The national rugby team was viewed as a relic of the oppressor. President Nelson Mandela recognized the symbolic weight of the game. He took a significant political risk by using this divisive sport as a primary tool for national reconciliation. The visual impact was instantaneous. Mandela walked onto the pitch wearing the green Springbok jersey, the very symbol of white minority rule, and a matching cap. When the president and the captain shook hands over the championship trophy, it provided a visible image of unity that reached a global audience. Mandela used the final of a world tournament to undermine the assumption of permanent division, replacing it with a moment of shared national pride. Political debate can last for generations, but a sporting victory offers a sense of finality. The result is immediate and undeniable. Jesse Owens outran the narrative of fascism. Jackie Robinson outplayed the logic of segregation. Nelson Mandela co-opted a symbol of the old guard to build something new. The stadium acts as a unique cultural crucible because it is a pure meritocracy. Within its lines, subjective lies eventually fail when tested against objective metrics. While most sports provide a daily escape, these transformative moments carry heavier historical weight. They force us to look past the distraction of the game. At their highest level, sports force society to look in the mirror, acknowledge its prejudices, and evolve.